feel like
Hang on.
feel like at
You know,
then we got Gus Williams
the next one.
and
Oh my God!
Why are Ken Golden and Drake going crazy? Well, they just hit a Michael Jordan rookie card. And well, rookie cards are the gold standard in the hobby. Probably already know that, but if you look at Kobe cards, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Willie Mays, their most expensive cards are their rookie cards. This is semi-common knowledge and probably something you already know. Now hang with me because what I'm going to tell you and what we're going to go over is not my opinion, not my thoughts, but this has been brought to my attention by certain communities, certain sellers, certain buyers, small community, and they have insight to the future of the sports card hobby that they shared with me, and I'm going to share with you. Most players' most expensive cards are their rookie cards. What's their next most expensive card? Well, it's an autograph card. Sometimes you might find an autograph card that surpasses that player's rookie card. Now, what happens if you could put an autograph on the rookie card? Well, that's what they started doing in about the year 2000. Started in the 90s, but really Tom Brady in that year 2000, LeBron in 03. And now it's just a thing. That is the big card. That is the chase card. You want the autographed rookie card. Sometimes they even put a patch on it, which adds even extra value in some cases. This topic has many, many layers, and depending your level of knowledge already, some of this might be review and a lot of it will be brand new information, but we need to catch everyone up and all get on the same page. But there'll definitely be videos to follow after this going more in depth on this subject. Over the last 5 to 10 years, there's been a huge resurgence of people back into the sports card market. I'd say starting around 2015, and once they get back in or in for the first time, it's such an easy process with websites like eBay or ComC, where you can lose yourself in their card library for hours. You can buy and sell a card with ease through eBay or many other sites. If you have high end, there's auction sites, and then social media with Facebook groups and Instagram and YouTube videos or podcasts. There's just so many different ways to stay involved and engaged in sports cards. The sports card market and hobby is in a very, very good place right now with many, many new people back in it or in it for the first time in the past few years. You might be asking, Professor, why does this matter? Well, it does matter because all these new people to the hobby or market, let's say they're in their early 20s or someone like me in their late 30s, once you're in sports cards long enough, 5 years, a decade, once you turn a certain age, you become more of a mature collector and you stop caring about the latest, greatest Jonathan Taylor rookie card, and you want the Jim Brown rookie card or the Gale Sayers card. You want to look backwards, a Walter Payton rookie card. It's just what happens. Everyone matures into the hobby. And with all these new people that have been hooked on modern, well, they're going to mature into the hobby too. And this is where the connection, this is where the big point comes across, is they've all been trained, including myself, since the year 2000, mind you. Autographed rookie cards are the premium top product. And so looking backwards into the 60s, 70s, 80s, there were no autographed rookie cards. However, some people got the card signed. Congratulations, you made it. This is the big takeaway for today. First off, demand for vintage is only going to continue to grow as these modern collectors stay in the hobby logger and quote-unquote graduate to vintage. Now that we've got that all out of the way, we can focus on the main idea of this entire video, and that's that vintage autographed rookie cards are rare. They are really rare, and they are going to see a huge boom in demand and in price over the next, I don't know, year, decade, 2 decades, as more and more people move back to vintage. And it will happen. And if you disagree, I'd love to hear from you. Comment below, what are your thoughts? Maybe you have some insider perspective I haven't heard yet. Now, before we go real deep into the pop count and show you how rare these things really are, there's one more layer, another layer. This other layer probably affects more viewers as a total, just because the price of entry is still somewhat affordable, is that all those junk wax cards era from the 1980s, from Ricky Henderson in 1980 all the way up to Griffey in 1989, well, their cards were just overproduced. That's why it's called junk wax era. There's just way too many of them. Hundreds and thousands of cards printed, millions of cards printed. However, less than 1% of these cards are autographed. Now, some of these players are still alive and maybe still signing. Some are not alive. But it is true that less than 1% of these cards are autographed. Let's get analytical. I think I did a fairly good job of breaking down a complex topic in just 5 minutes. And from here on out, it's going to be highly analytics. We're going to start back from the beginning and work our way up to modern. Before we go through the decades, I want to show you how rare this stuff really is. So, Ken Griffey Jr.'s rookie card, 1989 Upper Deck. Very iconic card. Probably the most iconic card since 1989. Well, it's also the most graded card, or at least at one point. There's over 100,000, nearing 101,000 copies of this card graded. And in a PSA 10, there's over 4,000, just over 4,000 copies. So that would be about 4% total graded. Well, in autographed rookie cards, Ken Griffey Jr. graded with PSA, there's only 2,000 copies. So you see that, yeah, there's 100,000 of these things graded, and only 2,000 copies are graded and autographed. So you see the rarity in this enormous pile of cards that have been graded. I mean, which would you rather have? The regular graded? Now, obviously in a PSA 10, there's only 4,000, or of course, there's only 2,000 of these things autographed, and autographed is what everyone's known to be premium. And then of course there's ways to differentiate through the Griffey autographs, whether you get it dual graded, whether you get a PSA 10 autograph and card. And we're not going to go into it too much in this video. That'll be for part 2. It's just a lot more in depth and a little more than this video can handle. But just know that yes, between the autograph copies, of course, there's multiple ways. It gets even more complex than just a grade on the card. Now they're grading the auto. Some people only have them authenticate the auto. And there's a whole world that's deeper than an intro video. And now that I've exposed you to some of the rarity, let's get real rare. Let's go back to 1952 Topps Willie Mays. The Willie Mays card has less than 30. There are 29, just 29 of these Willie Mays autographed. And that makes the card rare. Under 30 of them. There are definitely 30 people in the world that want the Willie Mays autograph rookie card. Some argue the 1951, but we'll say it's the 1952 Topps. And there's only 29 of them. So yes, very rare do they go on sale. And when they do go on sale and hit the market, there's people that want them. Keep watching. Later on in the video, I'll go over how to find these PSA pop reports, so you can do this for yourself if you don't know how already. But it doesn't just hold true to the Willie Mays. Here's the Mickey Mantle from that year, his arguably rookie card, and there's only 19, just 19 of these things autographed. And when you compare that to Mickey Mantle's over 1,600 total graded copies, just 19 of them are autographed, you see for yourself there's a huge premium and scarcity. And it doesn't stop there. Here's the 1933 Gaudi, and on the left he has 4 cards in that set, and they're all roughly right around 1,000 copies graded total, maybe a little more, 1,500 total, so 6,000 copies in all 4. And on the right hand side is the amount of autographed copies, and there's under 50, well under 4, 5, 6. 6 and 8 is 14. We got 5 more is 19, 20, 21, 26 if my eyes don't deceive me, compared to 6,000 copies graded. You see how scarce an autographed copy of this Babe Ruth is. The card with already so much demand, well, this can only create value. 1939 Ted Williams rookie card, same story. He has 16 autographed while he has 1,200 total graded. I mean, it's an incredible premium. Very rare. Just taking 1961 randomly, well, there's 1% of the cards total in the set autoed in a PSA slab. That's incredible. Over 375,000 copies. And if you look here at the Juan Marichal, is the good rookie in that set, and there's just 5% compared to his total number graded. to just 191 of these things autographed, or 197. And we see similar numbers here with 1968 Topps, a ton of cards graded in PSA, but very few graded with PSA that have autographs on them. And the Nolan Ryan rookie card is the big one from 1968 Topps, and not all cards or autographs are going to be created equal. Nolan Ryan pitched for 27 seasons in 4 different decades. People had opportunity to get this card autographed at some point. Nolan Ryan is still alive. And what we're looking at here is in the middle, he has about 650 of these things autographed with PSA. However, on the right, you can see there's close to 13,000 of these cards total graded. More than 13,000 of these cards total graded with PSA. So this card is not rare in itself. However, just as an autograph, it's very, very rare, extremely rare, and it holds a premium. And as more people move backwards to vintage, well, they're gonna seek the auto over the non-auto if they can and afford it. This isn't specific just to baseball either. Here's 1969 Topps basketball, and of all copies graded, there's about 4% in an autograph copy. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar rookie card, there's just over 400 copies graded with an autograph on it. And you can see, compare that to his total number of cards, about 4,000. So this particular card, there's closer to 10% autograph, but still a premium, which is 400 total copies of his rookie card and an auto. That's like a serial number autograph rookie card, and there's no other options but this card. And looking at 1961 Fleer, about the same percentage, maybe 4%, a little less of total cards graded have an autograph on them. But there's certain players it really matters the player. Wilt Chamberlain, well, he only has 6 autographed copies of his rookie card total, just 6, and that makes this card very, very rare. This card's already rare with about just 2,000 total graded in a PSA slab. Pretty rare in that case, but just 6 with an autograph. And we actually got really lucky because one of the 6 autograph copies just sold this past month on Heritage Auction, and it sold for $276,000. Pop count is everything. There's only 6 of these. Now, you have to be, for a card to go for that much, you have to be a Wilt Chamberlain legend who lives on past his time. But it also shows that down the line, the rarer the autograph rookie, the more of a chance it could sell for a nice price. You might be asking yourself a logical question. Well, why didn't more of these cards get signed? How come there's not more cards autographed? And it was just a taboo in the industry for a long time, whether it was card shops telling people not to do it or frowned upon it. It was also frowned upon to write on a card, or it kind of, if you were writing on cards, it took away value. People did it, of course, but it also was looked at, as the 13-year-old playing with that card, well, that's gonna decrease the value, even though an autograph is much different than a kid playing with his baseball cards. Now, of course, I want to say on this topic, I'm giving just opinion and what I've read and heard from others that, yes, grouchy old men said, don't bring your cards, bring a baseball, bring a bat, bring something else. And for me, as growing up, Beckett, it said you can't write on cards, and so it was looked as taboo or not good to have the original rookie card signed, and that maybe also just came down from the older leadership, but that has changed, and it has changed quite a bit. I also think with authenticators such as PSA, anyone could have signed the card in the 80s and passed it off as an autographed rookie card. Well, now that's not the case. Every card is authenticated and put in a slab, and by the way, they look very pretty. These autographed older cards in these PSA slabs, they pop. They look gorgeous. And that's another reason, atop of many, a very smaller reason of why these cards are going to thrive. Now, we're not quite done. I have a few more pieces of important information. Please hit that like button. It also lets me know that viewers want more content like this. And the more likes I get, the more likely I am to keep making videos on this subject. And if you haven't subscribed yet, well, I try to make high quality sports card content that others aren't making, so subscribe. We could literally spend hours continuing to talk about vintage and breaking it down, but that'll be for other videos. Let's move to what we call the junk wax era, just the overproduction era. Here you see Topps 1984. It has the Elway and the Marino rookie. John Elway rookie, if you look on the left there, you're looking combined over 26,000 total graded copies, but in an autograph, well, just 445. I mean, it's amazing. It really puts a premium on his autograph rookie card. Marino has the same thing going on. There's almost 30,000 Marino copies in a PSA slab, yet he only has under 400 autograph rookie cards. The last example we're going to look at is 1980 Topps. This, of course, has the Rickey Henderson rookie card. You can see here there's about 138,000 total graded cards, with 1,600 of them being autographed. Very, very rare. Again, Rickey Henderson on the left, bottom left, 35,000 total combined graded cards with PSA, just over 1,000 total. And so 1,000 autograph cards isn't exactly rare, but it's a heck of a lot rarer than the graded copies without the autograph. A matter of fact, it's 35 times more rare than the average graded copy without the autograph, and that puts it in a premium or in a special demand section later down the road. There's a lot of moving pieces in this subject, and I think I did a pretty good job of laying the foundation, which was my goal in this video, and opening people's eyes to, yeah, vintage is coming. Vintage is a thing now, but it's only going to grow. And most likely the leader of the pack when it comes to vintage is going to be these autograph rookie cards. And the more scarce, the better, really. My personal opinion is this is the future of the hobby. There will be a huge wave into this, and I don't own one single autograph rookie card. I'm not pumping anything, but you better believe I'm going to get a couple before this thing explodes. My second opinion is I don't expect this to explode overnight. People in the economy don't have a ton of extra money right now, and so throwing $500 or $2,000 at an autograph rookie card isn't on a lot of people's budget at the moment. However, I also think that over the next 5 to 10 years, every single card in this category is going to see a healthy return, and you won't be mad that you got in or bought some of these vintage autograph rookie cards. Now, I normally end the video here, but I did promise to show you how to look up some of these pop counts if you don't know already. So let's do that, and then we'll end the video there. So this process is very simple. You're going to go to Google, or at least that's how I do most of these. There's other ways. 1957 Topps PSA Pop, I type in, and there it is. It shows right on top the population. There's also under it the basketball. There happens to be NBA that year, which is rare for that time frame. So we're going to click the baseball 1957. Of course, it's going to load a little slow. There it is. And we have 325,000 total cards graded without an autograph, and another 2,800, almost 3,000 with an autograph. And if I scroll down, Rookie Me would have scrolled down to my player. However, what year are we here? 1957. So let's type in Mays. At this point, it goes much faster to type in the person you're looking for, and we'll hit search, and there he pops up. There are nearly a little over 5,000. So what we're looking at here is the first on the bottom left. That's the total number, 4,983 in regular grade. Plus, I'm almost positive that's the 0.5 or half grade. So in 6 plus or 6.5, there are 29, and in total there's 326 with a 0.5 grade. And qualifiers are if it's off-centered or scribbled on, damage from the sun, things like this get qualifiers. So total, you add those three numbers, and that's everything. So he'd have just over 5,000. And then next to it, you see PSA certified, and then there's this DNA. And if I click DNA, well, that's going to give us the autograph copies from Willie Mays, or in total. And you're going to have to hit search again. So I'm going to hit search, and Willie Mays is going to pop up. And there you see he just has 22 autographs from this year. And so although that's not his rookie year, there's still going to be a heavy premium on 1957 Topps Willie Mays autograph cards, because there's just 22 of them compared to 5,000 without an autograph. So that's how it's done. I recently made a video on 5 iconic cards that are overproduced. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Please subscribe and check out some of my other content. I try to release 2 videos a week. There is no other possible way to end this video without Big Shot Bob talking to you.
What up, everybody? This is Robert Ory, aka Big Shot Bob, and you're watching Professional Sports Cars. Hey, by the way, go buy my rookie card.